Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8. Yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Eagles nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense to get a few stops.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Sanders on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And he's the reigning MVP of the league, primarily for his work on the ground, but that arm, something special too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going deep for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
You go back to the second round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability He can be mobile, make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
It's about that time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
2nd and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Another run with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is fielded at the 7.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Sanders toss left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And the Ravens 1st down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.